hold on.
Okay.
Where's my freaking mouse?
All right.
Are we back?
Hopefully
we're back. All right, we got 40-some seconds. What does this guy do? Is he good?
Exactly.
Seems good for 5 mana.
Yeah.
Puts us in a control-y type deck. Suppression bombs.
Yeah. Is he good though? A 3/4 for 5. That you have to exile an instant or sorcery card.
Yeah.
Like how many times are you going to be doing that?
A few times a game. Yeah, it's not that great.
I don't like it. I'd rather have suppression bond. I think. Is there?
There's nothing else.
Yeah, it looks like we're back on.
Okay. Well, take suppression bonds here over the disciple. It's cute, but
yeah, I think drafting at first pick, you could try and draft around it, but I think I'm worried that could lead to a train wreck.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Infinite Obliteration is not a
Speaking
card.
of train wrecks,
We have Charging Griffin if we want to stay white.
Yep.
Wild Instincts, which is, again, it was very good for us the one time we cast the last game. Disperse is okay. This is not great. This is not great. So I think it comes down to Wild Instincts or Charging Griffin.
my inclination is Instincts.
Yeah, I mean, 2/2 blocker is not great. 3/3 attacker's okay on that through the air.
And I think that 4-drop removal is a less competitive spot than 4-drop dudes.
Okay.
Flashbang Marauder.
It's okay. Alright. Let's do more talking, less thinking.
Okay. Yep, so
I don't mind this guy, but I feel like you want to be in a. I feel like you want this to come to you as opposed to like pick it early.
Celestial Flare is another.
So to me, it would be. I think. Yeah, I mean, again, Husk isn't. We're not at this point set up to be in Husk. I know it's only 3 picks in, but we've seen no real good black so far. I think we try. I would try Flare here.
Okay.
It goes 2 pieces of white removal.
Yeah.
And just try to start grabbing some curve creatures, which we've seen none of so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I think this and this are probably the 2 best cards in the pack.
Yeah.
I'll try like a Boros deck. At this point, I'm leery about. I like elves as an archetype, but we have 2 white cards already. That'd be like a pretty big switch.
Yeah, the problem is that Celestial Flare is okay, but that's literally been the only white card we've seen besides Suppression Bonds. I feel like if white was open, we'd be seeing better white at this point.
Okay. So what do you like here, Elemental or Shaman? I'll defer to you. I drove last time.
Elemental.
Okay.
Because Wild Instincts isn't good enough to commit me to 2 things. We could go super aggro with Call of the
We got
Full Moon.
Roller, Call of the Full Moon, which if you haven't seen is a 2-mana enchantment, 3/2 trample, and if your opponent casts 2 spells in a turn, you have to sacrifice it. Oromancer's good if they get the suppression bonds off, or if you discard it for some reason. Rogue's Passage, Ram Roller. What do you feel like? This is not bad in a super aggro deck either, but we have no creatures at this point.
Yeah. I kind of want to give Call of the Full Moon a try, just because I want to try it out. Okay. I don't know if it's the right pick here, but the card intrigues me.
This is now a Brian draft.
Okay.
Man. So, really interesting how I think people are on the format at this point and realize that there's no creatures here that are low drops. It's there's just nothing here. So you can't even grab 2 drops at this point because there's just none there. The lowest creature is this at 3.
Yep.
So I think this is probably the best card in the pack.
Yep. I think so too. I think it's honestly we're just trying to figure out what colors we are, and then we'll.
I like Visionary.
Visionary, yeah. That's good. Seems some. Yeah, I like Visionary and Veteran Sidearm if we didn't want to commit to.
This is okay.
Green.
We are red, so
yeah. But Call the Full Moon on a Elvish Visionary is not
fine.
terrible.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I like this guy.
Yeah. It's either that or the Recluse, and I think let's go with or I guess Auramancer if we still want to be Boros. But I think we're seeing better green than we are seeing.
Oh, it does work well with the call.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ugh, that really puts us in like the middle of 3 decks.
Yep.
10 seconds.
Let's grab the that guy Scout. I don't know that we can take the sidearm. I don't know that we could take the flare if we're not pretty heavy white, and there's no indication that we're going to be heavy white here.
Very true.
Waltz, I guess, is a hate card, or Dark Dabbling, or I guess the Deep Sea guy gets in our way if we're going aggressive. I guess it's 6 drop. Yeah,
Waltz or Dabbling.
Dabbling. Then if we're thinking we're aggressive,
like we want to be.
Yeah.
Gate.
Sure.
We're probably not gonna have
no. Well, I'm gonna
move the white to the side.
I'm not super optimistic about this start, if I'm being completely honest with you, Ryan. But
well, let's see. I mean, I'm not seeing anything that we're passing that I'm like, oh my god, why aren't we in?
Yeah.
Other colors.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's the early drops just go fast.
Yep. Stratus Walk is an actual card as opposed to some of the other ones.
Let's take this.
Sure.
We could still end up here.
Yeah.
We only have the 3 green
Yep.
cards.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just feel like I don't know. I didn't see anything. I don't think we even passed anything where I'm like, oh man, why are we passing this? I don't know.
This is pretty good. This is good. I have to stop saying this and actually use the names.
Yeah.
So Tragic Arrogance is an interesting card. You basically choose, between each player, you choose a artifact, creature, enchantment, and planeswalker, and then you sacrifice the left. So you basically just say, you get to keep this and lose the rest.
Yeah. So we keep our best stuff, you get your
worst stuff. Right.
What about the Gear Crafter?
Where's that? Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy. So this guy is a 2/1 that puts a 1/1 Thopter into play.
Honestly, I'm between the Visionary and the Gear Crafter and going red-green aggro.
I think this is a better aggro card.
Yeah, okay.
So you want to go with this? Alright. I'm on board with that. I think it's the best card for us. And I think red is the most likely color we're going to play.
Yeah.
Whether it's red, white, or red.
Tragic Arrogance just seems kind of controlling.
It does.
And
I don't think we have much for control right now, do we?
There's another Gear Crafter.
I like it.
Yeah. Now we might be able to start considering those Ram Rollers.
Yes.
Now we have 2 things that make artifacts plus an artifact. Or what about Angel's Tomb?
I like Angel's Tomb, but
yeah,
I like this a little better.
Yeah.
Because if you run out of creatures, it just sits there. And you're like, oh my god, I wish we could just attack with this thing.
Yeah, and we're not.
And it might wheel. This
sure.
is the second pick, right? So it could wheel. Force Mage.
Force Mage isn't bad.
If we're trying to be aggressive, Force Mage is good.
Yeah. I think it's better than
Otherwise, this is again a relatively weak pack.
Yeah.
Turn to Frog's decent. Mighty Leap's okay in like the white aggressive deck. Another Husk, which again, a card I like, but it's obviously we haven't been in position to do it. Don't want to play this, so I think it's Force Mage.
Yeah, sure.
This is a whiff. Oof.
Yeah. Where was that last game?
It's a white looking like. Yay, Magic Online. So I don't think there's anything here in green or red. So I think we should grab this.
Okay.
Because there's a chance. I mean, we're at 4 green. We have 4 playable white. So
sure.
We'll continue to hedge.
Sure. Throwing knife.
I do. How many creatures do we have? 7.
Well, but 2 of them make 2 creatures.
That's true.
and one of which flies.
And this is good with that as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
But making 3-1 potential 3-1 flyers
Mm-hmm.
or a 3-1 visionary. I think it's better than sidearm. To me, it's between Emperor Tactician and Throwing Knife. But since we don't know if we're going to be white, this is going to make our deck. I think we take this. I wouldn't want another flare here.
No.
This is potentially okay.
Yeah. It lets us play some more of the red artifact carrying cards.
I don't like Dragon Fodder.
I don't think fodder is good here. For me, it's between the construct and the growth.
Like this on turn, yeah. Let's see. And the growth.
Your call.
Let's take this.
Okay. Valor might be a good reach card.
That gives us 3 equipments. It's a lot.
That is a lot of equipment. But are we running the sidearm?
We might not. This might be better than the sidearm. It's +1/+1 for each other creature. So this basically what this makes is you want a lot of creatures on the board and you attack with one of them each turn. Doesn't combo with Bonded Construct.
Well, it kind of does because Bonded Construct.
It'll sit there and
exactly. Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good reach card. What's its equip cost?
1.
Okay. Well, Might of the Masses if we're trying to go wide.
Yeah. Good pump. I like it better than Titanic Growth. 1 mana is a big deal versus 2.
All right, we're getting a plan here. I don't know if it's a good plan.
Well, we're still short on play.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So we could play the sidearm, but I really don't want to play 3 equipments.
This not with only 8 creatures so far.
Red is not coming around.
Nope.
What does this guy do? Destroy an enchantment.
Enchantment, no.
Pilgrimage is
not so much for us.
Why is a Zendikar? Oh, that's Zendikar land. I thought it was a full art forest. I'm like,
yeah.
What? I'm not really interested in this. Not really interested in any of these things. We'll take this.
Sure. Yeah, I think
we'll take a tomb.
Over the tomb. I like the tomb. Yeah. Kind of not so good with equipment, but
no. But I've used it. I had it in my pre-release where I played like a 2-drop equip.
Yeah, no.
Throwing Knife for 2. Like you can, it's useful.
The other thing would be Battlefield Forge if you want to splash in those white cards, but I don't know that.
I like the tomb. I think it's gonna make the deck.
Rambler could be an okay finisher if we get short on playables.
We'll take
Smash is probably a good sideboard card.
Tap 2 untapped artifacts. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. We'll take this, I think, right?
Yeah.
It's better, and we're gonna
No.
Battlefield. Alright.
Alright.
It's an interesting one.
Yeah. I guess
I actually don't mind this card at the top of your card.
I don't think so.
It's
I
not the finisher I want, but at the same time, like if you're in a stalled board state, like it does some things. Let me just
Firebrand Elemental isn't that terrible.
What is that?
Wow, that game ended already.
Yeah, that was fast. Well, the one guy had super fast deck. So we're not playing that. I like this card, and I like Empath. I think we're trying to be more aggressive, so this would be the path to go for us. Get a 3/2 haste. I think I'm a 4/3 if you get in there.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
Sure. There's another one.
So it seems to be in the same run as this. I like Zendikar's Royal, but we're not. That's not. It's good in a mid-range. Better in a mid-range deck.
Yep. It does trigger. It does make all of our lands trigger Angel's Tomb.
It does.
That's kind of cool.
If it wheels, it might be something we're interested in, but I think we want to be more aggressive here. Take another 3/2 haste. There we go.
Yeah.
This guy's awesome.
Yeah.
3 for a 3/1. He has Renown 1, so makes a 4/2 if he hits the opponent, and then it's really hard to block because anything that blocks it just takes 2 damage.
Yep. I wouldn't mind the Subterranean
Scout coming back.
But
All right, so red was definitely open this way. We got cut to the other way.
We didn't get
looking a lot more aggressive now.
We still haven't gotten any of the good red removal stuff, but
no, we haven't seen like one of the lightning or the 4-mana lightning spell. Or
well, apparently those go to like 6 to last now.
That's
so
what we saw last draft. We have 12 creatures. These are count as 2. The tomb sort of counts as a creature, but we need to keep drawing creatures.
Yeah, but it's one of those that we need creatures that counted as a creature.
So we still need about 5 playables, because I don't see much on the board here for us either. Main deck Demolish.
Yeah, get there. What was it? Somebody main deck something like that just wrecked us. I can't remember if it might have been the draft.
Elemental. It was the Fulminator Mage.
Yeah, that's the one.
Modern Masters.
That's the one.
Just like randomly had it main deck. It's not that it's unmain deckable. It's just like you basically have to hit a bounce line with it, and you know your opponents don't always hit them, but they did against us. Another shot at a Zendarkar's Royal. Reeve Soul is very good. Missed the boat on these. So, I think it's Pricklebore, Zendarkar's Royal, or Reeve Soul. Well, no, not Reeve Soul. Pricklebore or Zendarkar's Royal.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is maybe the first time in 2 drafts we've even seen one of these. Maybe we saw one last
I think we saw one last one. I don't know.
I don't hate Pricklebore. But this works well with and this. Although that's about it.
Yeah, let's grab the Pricklebore. Because, like, I think if the game goes super long, the Royal could be good. Alright. Titan Strength or another Angel's Tomb.
I don't think we want a second Angel's Tomb.
13 creatures, yeah.
I think this is okay.
Yeah, we're low on removal. We have some flyers.
Reckless is so defensive and not what we want to be doing.
There's another Pricklebore.
I do feel like we need to focus on getting a lower curve, but
Magmatic Insight.
This works well with a couple of our equipments, though, and our pump.
That's true.
I'm okay with that. I think
we've
got to get down. I think we've got this well enough.
Sure. Black seems open.
A little bit more, yeah. But I mean, I like Fetid Imp, but it's not like I go, holy crap, I Fetid Imp it.
No,
you know?
But we've seen some good ones. Hate the Tactician? Or is that's not even the card for us to hate?
If I was going to hate a card, I'd probably hate the Fetid Imp.
Why are you thinking of not hating something? What are you thinking?
Could maybe grab this if we wanted to splash.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, let's grab it. There's another Falling Wilds out there. I doubt it'll come back. Excuse me.
Got 22 with a land in there. I mean,
sure. We're not gonna.
We might have to run
Cobble Brute.
We're on Cobble Brute.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're.
This. I think we run this.
Yep. Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
I think this.
Jora's pretty good against. No, wait, never mind. I was gonna say
this is decent against us, but
yeah.
Nobody's in this deck. We'll take this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got 23.
Yeah.
We've got some synergies. We just are lacking some raw power and some removal. But we get up to 16 creatures, so our Angel Tomb will be all right.
Yep.
Got a couple others. I mean, this is a great card.
That's super first strike and 2 damage. Dealing 2 damage in this format to a creature before dealing 3 damage to it, if it survives, is pretty huge.
It is. So here's our curve.
Yep.
We're not bringing any of this in. I don't think we want the Pilgrimage for anything.
Let's play against the Artifact deck.
Yeah, that'd be great with their board. I don't think I would not. I'm not going to bring in the Wilds. Our first double spell is here.
Yep.
Construct's really not too bad. I'm not happy about playing this, but I think its main purpose is going to be on turn 1 if we have it to block a 2-drop, so we can because we want we really want to be in this range here is when we're getting in there.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could go into white. Is white better?
It's a lot slower.
Let's just take a look, because I actually think it's worth looking at, because I think our 2 best green cards are those 2, right? For Mauler and Wild Instincts.
Might of the Mask is pretty good.
Yeah. But even if that would be our 3rd best green.
What does the Oromancer get us?
It gets this and Suppression Bombs.
Yeah.
Or is just a 3/3. So I'm not saying it's great. Don't get me wrong.
It's not a 3. It's a 2/2.
It's a 2/2. 3 mana 2/2.
Yeah.
The Jailer's better late game once we've got some stuff on the board. I think Suppression Bonds is premium removal. This is very good with our equipment. So we get an extra piece of removal.
Yeah, but that's a double white.
It is. We're not playing it on turn 2.
And it gets worse as the game goes on. I don't like this build nearly as much. I don't think Oromancer is great for us. The Aven's nice, and the... Yeah, man, I wish we had a second Evolving Wilds. I'd go for the old mono red double splash. But yeah, I think we would have
grabbed that Battlefield Forge. I don't know what we took over it, but if we would have grabbed the Forge, we probably could. I would probably run this.
Yeah, me too. That's what I say. Yeah,
but
I'd probably make an argument for the suppression on as well. But
with only 1 double red, I think.
I think that our green is a lot more forgiving about getting it late than our white would have been.
Sure. Alright, I'm going to use the bathroom.
Okay.
And hopefully, by the time I'm done, we will be in a match.
Yeah. I'll have already won the first match.
Hopefully. A concession, right?
Well, we'll see how this goes. I mean, I wish that these guys were something more aggressive. The Hitchclaw Recluses. Because we do have some good finishers. Like Seismic Elemental, if we can do a bunch of damage and then just push that little bit, last bit with Seismic Elemental or Might of the Masses. I'm excited to try out this Call of the Full Moon. We need to not punt and cast something immediately after it, and not get rid of our own Call of the Full Moon. But yeah, at least I like that. At least this deck has a plan. The Fire Fiend Elementals. So that's 3/2. Subterranean Scout doesn't have a whole lot of good stuff to do with it. I guess we can make something. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I think that this deck is well suited to take advantage of equipment, at least.
It is. So I'm back, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, I think that deck's okay. I think it can grind some games out. We didn't see any bomby rares going around, so there would have been something somebody opened and stuck with, which is certainly a possibility.